So, I just made the video for what I'd do if I found myself at Camp Crystal Lake. So, that's one thing down off my list. So now, these are my rules of survival for the 3 horror movie franchises: Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Halloween. So this means I have to put these back on to read again. Nope, I gotta put that there. We're gonna start with actually Michael Myers. We're gonna start with the background to Michael Myers. I keep pushing that around and I can't help it. But the lighting there is terrible. I'm sorry. There. If I lean forward, it's worse. But I'm gonna have to lean forward to read this. Okay, it's a quote from the movie. Okay. I met him 15 years ago. I was told there was nothing left. No reason, no conscience, no understanding, and even the most rudimentary sense of life or death, of good or evil, right or wrong. I met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face and the black set eyes, the devil's eyes. I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and the other 7 trying to keep him locked up, because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil. Okay. That was a quote from Sam Loomis from the movies, I guess. Okay, Michael Myers, full name: Michael Audrey Myers, known alias is The Shape, the Boogeyman, Evil on 2 Legs. Gender, male. Location, Haddonfield, Illinois. Known relatives: Donald Myers, father, deceased. Edith Myers, mother, deceased. Judith Myers, older sister, deceased. Laurie Strode, younger sister, deceased. 4 to 6 timeline. I don't know what that means. Not sure. But, it's the 4th movie to the 6th movie timeline. Okay. Jamie Lloyd, niece, deceased. Steve Lloyd, great nephew, not deceased. He doesn't say deceased. Let's see, I'm gonna keep reading what these say. So, Halloween novel, maternal grandmother, exclusive character of the novel. Maternal great-grandfather, exclusive character of the novel. Oh, these are just the characters. Ugh, these suck. Okay. Okay. The lights just blinked. Get the salt. Get the salt. I shouldn't be reading this. I'm glad I'm not home alone right now. I'd be pee myself. Okay. Michael Audrey Myers is the central character and the main antagonist of the Halloween franchise. As a 6-year-old child, Michael was admitted into a psychiatric hospital for the murder of his older sister, Judith. At nearly 15 years in capacity, Michael broke out of the asylum and, for 23 years, hunts down the rest of his family to kill them. Although the 4 to 6 timeline and the H23 timeline, H2O timeline, both follow the events of Halloween 1 and 2, these killings occur at completely different dates. The 2007 remake reboots the series continually altogether, starting the timeline afresh. For the corresponding incarnation of Michael, see the 2007 remake timeline above. What? Oh, I see. So, we're gonna read that, we're gonna go to the 2007 remake timeline because those are the ones I've actually seen. So, yeah. I'm gonna get off of that because that's not what I want. Okay. Another quote from, I'm guessing that was his doctor, Sam Loomis. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I really don't. Those eyes will deceive you. They will destroy you. They will take from you your innocence, your pride, and eventually your soul. Okay, that was deep. I don't like that. These are the eyes of a psychopath. Michael was created by a perfect alignment of interior and exterior factors gone violently wrong. A perfect storm, if you will. Thus creating a psychopath that knows no boundaries and has no boundaries. It's creepy. Why? That's just creepy. Okay, something. My charger fell and my stuff fell and I tried to die. Okay. His biography. Michael Myers was the second child of 3 children born to Deborah and an unidentified father in the suburbs of Haddonfield, Illinois. From an early age, Michael began exhibiting signs of an abnormal antisocial behavior. I'm not antisocial. I'm not antisocial. Antisocial. I'm just that way, okay? I just am. Leave me alone. Antisocial behavior, including a complete lack of empathy and a fascination with harming small animals. No. Nuh-uh. That's where I draw the line. Animals are animals. No. Okay. So, his family life was dysfunctional. His mother worked as an exotic dancer. Is that what they're calling strippers? Is that what they're calling them in this? Is that what they're professionally called? Exotic dancer. What the? That's just what? She was a stripper. Shut up, she was. His older sister Judith could not stand him. Well then. And his mother's live-in boyfriend Ronnie White was a callous, abusive man who was always threatening to harm Michael. Well then. I mean, I'd get violent after a while of that. The only members of his family that Michael had any appreciation for was his mother and his infant sister Angel. Oh, no wonder she likes horror movies so much. Whom he nicknamed Boo. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna tell this. They're gonna shoot me, but I'm gonna tell it. One of my friends and her sister. My friend, her name's Angel, and her sister's nickname is Boo. I kid you not, her younger sister's nickname is Boo. That's what their nephew calls her. That's what, well, my cousin almost called her that, but we've got her saying something else that I'm not saying because I don't know if she wants me to drop that name in the YouTube verse right now or ever in life. So anyway, Michael was incapable of coping with the world around him and sought solitude by hiding his face behind masks. Huh. A comfort mechanism? Is it like a comfort mechanism or something for him, I guess? Okay. When Michael was 10, he went to school on the day of Halloween. While in the restroom, he was bullied by an older student named Wesley Rod. I'm not freaking pronouncing that because I know it's going to be bad. Who teased Michael over the fact that his mother was a stripper. I'd tease him too. That was no. I've said it, it's out there. No, actually I wouldn't. Like, hey, he's fed, he's got food, he's got clothes on his back. I don't care what his mom does. He's being taken care of. Michael rallied back against the bully, but the principal, Jim Chambers, why do I know that? Why does that name sound familiar? Oh, I've seen this movie. Duh! Broke up the fight before it could get out of hand. He gave Michael a detention while searching through Michael's school bag. Chambers discovered a dead cat sealed in a plastic bag. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Ew, no. As well as a stack of photographs depicting dead animals in various states of mutilation. He called Michael's mother, as well as a child psychologist, Dr. Sam Loomis. See, I told you it was the doctor's name. And asked them to come to his office to discuss Michael. After school, Michael followed the bully through the woods and ambushed him. Wearing a clown mask over his face, he repeatedly beat Wesley with a large tree branch until the boy was dead. Okay, not gonna lie, we all want to hit a bully over the head with a stick. I mean, come on, we all do. But are we ever gonna do it? I hope to God you say no, because if you don't, that's horribly violent and possible psychological or psychopathic behavior, so don't do that. Okay, that evening his mother asked his eldest daughter, Judith, to take Michael out for Halloween. What? We know her name by now. Come on, people. She warned Michael that she had not forgotten the incident at school, but was completely blind to the deep-seated emotional trauma that was already manifesting inside Michael's mind. As it was, Judith dismissed her mother's request and left Michael to his own devices, preferring instead to go upstairs with her boyfriend. Come on, man! What is it with horror movies and the neglect of small children and sex? And there's a drinking element there. You know there is. Everyone knows there is. I want a horror movie that depicts a real scenario. Come on, man. Well, actually, this one comes pretty close to depicting something real. But anyway, Michael went trick-or-treating by himself and returned home fairly early in the evening. After enduring more verbal abuse from his crippled would-be stepfather, Michael suffered a psychotic break. Well, it's been a long time coming for you, man. Still wearing his clown costume, Michael went in the kitchen to get a butcher's knife and a roll of duct tape. He found Ronnie passed out in the living room and bound the man's body to a chair with the tape. Then he slit his throat open with the knife and hovered above him so that Ronnie could see the face of the one who killed him. While Ronnie bled out, Michael stabbed him several more times in the face and chest. He then found Steve in the kitchen making a sandwich. He clubbed him across the back of the head with an aluminum baseball bat, then beat him several more times until he was dead. Michael found a mask that Steve had purchased for Halloween and switched it out with his own clown mask and went upstairs to his sister's room. He hovered above her bed while her back was turned and began running his fingers across her leg. She was instantly irate with him and slapped him several times across his face. Michael then stabbed her in the stomach with the knife. She tried to get away, but Michael followed her into the hallway, where he further stabbed her, inflicting a total of 17 wounds. Wow. That's something. Michael came downstairs, removed his mask, and went into his baby sister's crib. Kissed her on the forehead and said, "Happy Halloween, boo." Then brought the baby outside. A short while later, his mom returned home to see a blood-soaked Michael sitting on the sidewalk cradling his sister. Michael was arrested and remanded R-E-A-M. I don't know what that says or what it means. Oh, I know what it means. I don't know how to pronounce it though. To the care of Smith's Grove Sanitarium in Warren County. In other words, he was given into the care of an institution. He became the patient of Dr. Loomis, who spent many sessions with Micheal, hoping to find a way to help him. As it was, Micheal seemed to possess no memory of the incident and of being responsible for killing 4 people. At first, Micheal was a model patient, and the hospital staff felt that it was therapeutic for him to make his own masks. A prison guard named Ismail Cruz befriended Micheal and tried to keep the boy in good spirits. His mother visited him once a week, but still rejected the notion that her son was a psychopathic killer. Okay, he kills your daughter. He kills your daughter's boyfriend. He kills your boyfriend. And some bully at school, and you don't believe he's a psychopathic killer. You came home and found him in blood-soaked clothing. Oh, it must be a parental thing. I don't understand. I don't have children. And that's what I'm gonna hear from it. Within a year, Micheal grew more and more withdrawn. He wore his mask with... Don't do that again! Oh God, I'm getting jumpy now. He wore his masks with greater frequency, claiming that they hid his ugliness. Okay, if he wasn't psychotic, I mean, that would be kind of sad. Well, it is sad, but yeah, whatever. He asked the doctor when he would be able to go home, to which the doctor always reminded him of the terrible things he had done. On one visit, his mother gave Micheal an old photograph of himself and his little sister. She thought Micheal might like to hang it in his bedroom. The doctor and his mother walked out of the room, leaving Micheal in the care of a nurse named what? The nurse took a look at the photograph of the 2 children and commented on how beautiful Michael's sister was, rather rudely stating that she couldn't possibly be related to him. Oh! Oh, do you not know how to treat children? That's just rude. Micheal waited for her to turn her back before grabbing the fork off of his tray and lodging it in her collar, killing her. More death for Micheal, that's what I'm hearing. The doctor and his mother raced back into the room, and she saw, for the first time, the monster that her son truly was. Unable to cope with this, Deborah, his mother, took her own life following the incident. Yes, that is what you do when you cannot cope. That, or you get hooked on drugs or alcohol. Or, you learn to handle it. Okay. So, the breakout, blah, 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 finding his sister, that was his goal. He wanted to find her, blah, 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 blah. People kept... Okay. Okay, we have a short understanding of Michael's sister, and it's almost been 20 minutes of me reading this. Great. Okay. How to survive Michael Myers. You don't. You basically don't. I mean, he's a complete psychopath. And saying that isn't, okay. I'm gonna just read off the victims and how they died, because it's here. The bully, bludgeoned with a branch. The mom's boyfriend, throat slit. Sister's boyfriend, bludgeoned with a baseball bat. Sister, knife, 16 times. Nurse, stabbed with a fork. Kendall Jackson, bashed against the wall and thrown. Noel Cluggs, slammed against walls. Zach Garrett, bludgeoned with chains. Oh, that's nice. Larry Redgrave, beaten against a wall. Stan Payne, Payno, Ram, why does that name have to be involved? Used as a shield against bullets. Oh, okay, that one wasn't that horrific. Patty Frost, throat ripped out. Oh, gross. Security guard strangled. Security guard 2 thrown out a window. 2 and 3 were thrown out a window. Ishmael Cruz, bashed against numerous walls, drowned in a sink, head crushed by a teeth. Well then, aren't you a violent child? Joe Grizzly, bashed against a stall wall, knifed twice. Grant Clark, killed by unknown causes. Bob Sims, impaled with a knife. That's lovely. Mason Strode, this is just the first movie. Mason Strode, slashed with a knife. Cynthia Strode, thrown at a table and neck snapped. Paul Friedman, knifed. Officer Lowry, knifed. Deputy Charles, knifed thrice. It literally says the words, knifed thrice. I'm gonna leave that. So that's basically the first movie. Let me see. Michael, blah, 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 blah. The first movie, please. I just want the first movie and the end of it, please. So, this is one sick puppy. I mean, all serial killers are sick in a way, you know. But that was bad. Personally, I've only seen like 2 of the Halloween movies, and one of them I liked a lot. I don't remember, but I figured it's almost the end of September. It's time to start Halloween-ness coming through. So I think I'm gonna be looking and reading a lot more horror movie plot lines or horror book plot lines, because I think next I'm gonna go with Stephen King's Pet Sematary, because that is it. I don't know. I just like the thought of Pet Sematary. Don't know why. Don't know how.